Hello and welcome, sports fans, to this live video streaming event from Table Rock Sports Productions in partnership with our local school districts and our outstanding sponsors who make these live presentations possible. I'm Terry Ross along with David Alvarez coming to you live from North Medford High School in Medford, Oregon. This is the Lithia Superstore game of the day, powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon. It features South Eugene Axe coming in to take on the North Medford Black Tornado. We're pleased to bring you this game on TableRockSports.net in partnership with the Medford School District and our sponsor business partners who keep these events free for fans to enjoy. So please let them know that you appreciate their support. You can also subscribe to Table Rock Sports. You just go to YouTube, search Table Rock Sports, click on the red subscribe button, and you will be a success right there. We'll be back with the Bills Glasses Coaches Corner, and we'll talk a little bit about where both teams are at and how things are going early on here in the season for them. And we will do that on the Lithia Superstore pregame show on TableRockSports.net.
You do when you get into a car accident and want to know your rights? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
It's Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course Ram trucks. Choose from our great selection of new Jeep Gladiator 4x4s or test drive a new 22 Ram 1500 Crew Cab 4x4. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. During Jeep Adventure Days, you'll save big on every new vehicle in stock only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
So what do when you get injured on the job and need to know your rights with workers' compensation? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Technology, we'll just blame it on them.
I just got the best deal at US Cellular. Just $29 for one line.
For the first month only, right? That's how they get you.
For as long as I want. Why so skeptical?
I was told she'd weigh 30 pounds.
Get unlimited data for just $29 per line, even just one, only at US Cellular, where every plan is price protected.
Get one line for just $29 at Siskiyou Cellular, the Rogue Valley's exclusive US Cellular authorized agent. Visit souscellular.com for details.
Bill's Glass covers the full spectrum of your glass needs and dreams. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home and auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
So this afternoon, as we welcome you back to the Lithia Superstore game of the day on TableRockSports.net, powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon, and the Bills Glasses Coaches Corner, brought to you by Bills Glass, the clear choice in Southern Oregon for almost 50 years. And just quickly here, North Medford comes into this game 1-2 overall. If anything, their games are exciting. They have won by a goal, lost by a goal, and lost by a goal, 2-1 being the latest loss to Grants Pass. As talking to Coach Michael Belsberg before the game, we told him, at least you're keeping the games interesting. He said yes, but that's because he feels like they're probably slightly better defensively right now than they are offensively, and I would say that probably shows in their scores. Meanwhile, the South Eugene Axe come in 1-1 on the year, but they find themselves, as Coach Pete Peterson says, they're in a rebuilding year. I guarantee you nobody in the conference is shedding any tears for South Eugene, but he still says that they're a fairly strong team, and starting today, they're going to find out how strong they are as we begin conference play. This is the first conference game for everybody this Saturday, so they will have that going for them as we get around here. They put up 6 goals on Forest Grove to open up the season. They lost a game 2-1 to Summit just recently, but Summit's a very good soccer team. But so is Forest Grove. So it's kind of interesting to see what has happened and how this will turn out for everybody. When we come back, we'll have the start of today's game as you listen to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on Table Rock Sports.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Come enjoy the patio weather and a brand new menu at Tap Rock Northwest Grill, where friends and family gather and memories are made. Come visit us today or visit our website.
Welcome back to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on TableRockSports.net, powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon. I see I should probably get the right amount of time on my clock. What do you think? Act like we're playing quarters instead of halves. So South Eugene here in town, this is a busy soccer field today. Air quality, heat indexes, all are starting to play a factor around here. There's a little bit of concern about the air quality and maybe even the heat index as this game goes along. We'll see if it turns out, either one of them turn out to be a factor. But I know that the coaches are a little concerned about that and hopefully can get the whole game in. South Eugene came down on that long trip, so they would like to get the whole game in if possible. We're not playing on Bowerman Field today. We're playing on the actual original soccer field for North Medford. Bowerman Field is being used for JV games as they've just finished one JV game over there and will now be starting the second one. Everybody milling around over there trying to get themselves squared away and final conversations going on. South Eugene is historically a very good soccer ball club and generally are in the running somewhere for a state playoff position. Right now, if you just go by their ranking, you'd think that probably they weren't doing real well, but they are. And when we get down to the end, they will certainly be among the teams at the end trying to win this thing. At least that's everybody's expectation. So here comes South Eugene now out on the field and North Medford. And I think we're about ready to get this flying. All right, we're ready to fly. There's the start. North Medford will begin with the ball. Don't know how I lost my time, so we'll be a little. That's not going to give me my time, that's why. South Eugene with it right now. Let's see if I can convince my clock to work. There it goes. Oh, we're a little behind, but not much. And with the play, well, if they ever stop the clock, we'll just let it roll for a little bit, and we'll be right back on time. We're about 30 seconds behind. There's a long kick down South Eugene. We'll head that out of there. Put the glasses on what's happening far across the field. North Medford trying to bring it down. It's going to go, well, they're going to save it to the middle. But South Eugene will take it out of there. And it's out of bounds to North Medford. Greg Hildebrand inbounds that. Back it up now to midfield. Now the Axe will try to push it forward. South is going to get in there. Can they keep it? Oh, tripping. South Eugene will have the kick. Copeland. Boots it deep. Almost made a mistake, and South Eugene almost took advantage of that. And out of bounds. Coming over here to inbound it will be Gavin Williamson. They'll center it up and then back, all the way back. South Eugene will send it back to their goalie, which is Glock. Not Clock, but Glock. Back to Glock again and see if we can't get it set up. South Eugene will stop that drive. Now here comes North Medford. Running for the ball, going to be picked up by Glock. He'll roll it out. Back to the middle of the field, but taken by North Medford. There's a foul. Yeah. Getting held that time by for North Medford was Colson Rummery. And Rummery will kick it. way deep. And off the off the crossbar. So Ortiz is in goal for North Medford. That's what we were working on there in the moment of silence, trying to pick up his number. No tripping fall called that time. There's wrestling with it and then finally knocking it out of bounds. They say it's a black tornado ball. Cowles wrestling with it there for South Eugene. Now the Axe will set it up one more time. And get it over here to Burgess. And then all the way back out to Hawes. Back to Burgess. In the middle. Shot on goal, and Ortiz will bat that one down. Saving it nicely that time was Walker. Now the Black Tornado punch it ahead, but South Eugene will knock it right back the other direction. And so he scramble, it goes out of bounds. North Medford to inbound it. Hildebrand. Here comes South Eugene again. They'll put a lot of pressure on you. There's no doubt about that. We saw that last year with Pete Peterson's team. They're going to keep coming at you offensively. And that goes out of bounds. We didn't quite catch the number of who that went out of bounds off of. North Medford ball anyway. And out of bounds again, but this time it'll be South Eugene. And inbounding it will be Copeland. It'll be a foul. So North will have the kick. Rumry to kick it for the Black Tornado. Still have no score. A little over 30 minutes to go in the half. Played just about 10. And out of bounds. This looks like a North Medford ball. Is Moctezuma to inbound it. The Axe with it out there on the far side of the field. Now they bring it to the middle. But North will send it quickly the other way. Doing that was Moctezuma. Rumry stopping that particular drive. Again, Rummery heads it out of there. South Eugene just won't quit. Burgess, and they'll send it all the way back. Glock will handle it. And they'll come down the left side. To the middle, looking for a shot. Not going to get one off, not very cleanly anyway. And North will stop that one. Williamson tried. They couldn't quite get it lined up. Bit of a struggle for the ball as Anders Davidson was wrestling with it. Here come the Axe one more time. And out of bounds to the Axe. Copeland inbounding it. Can they get a shot? Nope. North will get that one stopped. Mark DeZuma has it in his hands. Interesting that there's an 8 out there that we don't have a name for. They keep it in bounds, trying to center it up. They do, and Ortiz is all over it. Right there, though. It was number 10 for South Eugene, Zach Walker. He had a shot at it. Here come the Axe running back the other way. But Ortiz has this easily and out of there. Do it one more time. Ortiz. This time way long now. Headed out by South Eugene. And back to Glock they'll go. Davidson making that decision. There's a foul. And that foul's on Duarte. Hawes with it. Across midfield. Sends it ahead. Catching up with it is Williamson. Couldn't get anything done, so they'll center it up one more time. And trying to go back to Williamson, but that didn't work. They get it back. Burgess with it. And then it'll back over to Wade. Now they'll cross side the field. Anders has it. And North Medford will take it back. Well, that's not going to work out. think number 8 is actually Ibarra, but we'll have to check that out somehow. Glock gets rid of that. Taking it away is Moctezuma, who has it on his foot now. There's Ibarra. Backing around it goes to Thompson. The race is on. North wins. There's a shot wide right. I'll make it left, actually. South Eugene has it on their foot. Here they come. Down to the middle, and it gets away. North will track that down. Hildebrand for the moment, and then out of bounds. But South Eugene, I'll take that back. It looks like it's going to be a Medford ball. Hildebrand inbounds. Going at it there, and then finally having it go out of bounds. Inbounding it for South Eugene was Copeland. The North Medford took advantage. Now they have control. There's a long shot. That's going to go way wide right, though, and out of bounds. South Eugene way. Just an inbound for Gallus. Davidson sends it way down, but North will take control of that for the moment. And then South Eugene back with it again. Davidson one more time. But he'll send it back to Glock. We'll give it right back to Davidson. Out of bounds. And that is going to bring us to a halt, as they're going to take a water break. So we'll do likewise here, and we'll take a break, and we'll return. We'll have more action for you on the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on TableRockSports.net.
You do when you don't know the first step in applying for Social Security disability? It's easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Daily adventures start right here at Pinnacle 365. You'll find exactly what you need for your morning motivation. Later in the day, add some crunch to your lunch with Crispy Crunchy Chicken's mouth-watering chicken and chicken tenders. Wherever your next adventure takes you, we're here to keep you energized throughout the day. And our new Peak Rewards program helps you save money on fuel so you can travel further for less. Daily adventures are better with Pinnacle 365.
There's a time machine that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
And I welcome you back to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on TableRockSports.net, powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon. The John L. Scott scoreboard shows that there is no score at this point. We did adjust the clock, by the way, during the timeout, so when we start the clock, it will be running with the stadium clock, or at least relatively close. We find it sometimes this runs a couple seconds faster than the stadium clocks do. So no score. It's been a defensive struggle, which has been characteristic of North Medford so far this season. As we told you, they've lost all of their games by 1 goal, and the most goals that they have allowed in the season was 2, and that was to Grants Pass just last, Tuesday when they played Grants Pass. So, we have the third referee now showing up. So they're going to go back to the 3-man. That's good. That creates a little better officiating. A little bit longer heat break than they took on Tuesday night for the Heat. Tuesday night they were quick. It's not that the official was necessarily late because things got messed up. They have a shortage of officials, and so some of these officials are doubling up on games. So we start the game without the full complement, and we'll get it later as they eventually show up. We're back at it. South Eugene with it right now. Frazier had it for a moment, and out of bounds it goes. It'll go to South Eugene. Davidson getting it out to his partners on the left side. Here they come again to South Eugene. As wrestling with that one was Romery. But eventually, here comes South Eugene out of there with it. Knocked out of bounds by Mak DeZuma. Goal kick coming up for the Axe. These are always slightly dangerous for everybody. There it is, up, headed away, but the wrong direction. South Eugene will have to chase it down in the corner. And doing that for South Eugene was Swartz. And then a shot, and Ortiz will bury the ball. Here come the Axe one more time, but that's going to be taken away by Hildebrand, or by Rumry. They'll send it back to Glock. We'll eventually chase it down. Get it out of there. Over to Davidson. Ahead quickly. Can they save it? They do. A good save that time by Nunez. And out of bounds, but South Eugene direction. Copeland went to inbound it. There's a shot that goes wide right. Taken by Frazier that time. Long boot by Ortiz. And out of bounds. Still North Medford ball. Trying to get it wrestling down there for it is number 21 for South Eugene, which of course is a name we don't have. And that's stopped by Glock. Yep, it's a number we don't have, so we'll apologize to all the South Eugene fans watching. Having nowhere to go, Swartz will give it up. South Eugene will start over. Stopped by Rumry, though. Gallus chases it down. Davidson with it. I didn't start my clock, did I? I was looking at it, and I apologize. We're at 14 and a half to go. I'll just have to give it to you from here on out. I apologize for that. Clock back over to Anderson. No score on the John L. Scott scoreboard. John L. Scott with offices in Medford, Ashland, and Eugene. Not much stoppage of play for anything. It's really been going to get over the end line. Been a cleanly played game. I mean, we haven't even had that many offsides called. Corner kick coming up. And lining up for that is Alec Winters. I was wrong about that. It was number 8. There again, one goes wide to the right. I believe that was actually Finn Frazier that took that goal kick. Some substitutions at this point for South Eugene. Juan Cordoba is into the game. We can see that. And coming into the game also Angel Gonzalez. South Eugene putting pressure on again. To the middle. Oh, nowhere to go with it. Got to center it up. Good defense by North. Keeps that from happening, and now it's down on the north end side of the field. South Eugene will send it back to Glock. It's almost an empty net situation as Glock's almost up by midfield. And out of bounds. So Ibarra's out on the field. So number 8 is not Ibarra. We got that solved for you. Glock will take it on a bounce. And with 10:55 to go. Looking for the first goal of the game. This would be historic if North Medford beat South Eugene, although if I recall from last year, I believe that they did it last year when South Eugene came down here. Ortiz chasing it down and smothering it. Cordoba with the shot, but Ortiz smothered that one. Glock will take that. Foul. It'll go back to North Medford. Getting it ahead. And Winters saves that. Back to the middle. They're going to get a shot off. There's a shot, but not in. Headed the wrong direction. Can they keep on to it? Nope. South Eugene's going to take it. North Medford. Inbounding it for the Black Tornado. Hildebrand. Substitutions are being made. They've stopped the clock at 13:11. So defensive struggle here in North Medford today. Neither team has found the success for putting the ball in the net. Yeah, South Eugene takes it back. Look for a moment like North had something going. Now on the far end, Hildebrand will take it. And out of bounds. There'll be a substitution here. Coming in for South Eugene is Luis Ramirez. There's the Axe trying to work it down one more time. Right back out to, nope. There comes Winters, and they'll knock it out of bounds. Which way? Yes. So it goes South Eugene direction. We're down to 4:45 to go in the first half. That's knocked out of there. Down to the South Eugene side of the field. But North can't take advantage of that as it goes out of bounds. Maybe out North Medford way. Oh, we'll do it again. Yeah. Got it in bounds and then got knocked right back out of bounds. Donovan inbounding. And then over the inline. Still North Medford ball. But now we have the corner kick. And doing the corner kick is Gonzalez. Little dribbler. Bounced, headed around, bounced and headed again. North takes another chance at it. No. It's going to go out of bounds. South Eugene ball. Had a chance, but couldn't convert with 2:55 to go. First half. There will be a foul called a Duarte. North Medford will chase this down. They'll let Ortiz handle it. And out of bounds it'll go, but to South Eugene, and inbounding it will be Copeland. That kick coming up for South Eugene. There it is into the middle, but North's going to take that away. See who can get control of it at midfield. South Eugene pushing the issue here. There's a long one that Ortiz will take out of the air. We're below a minute. So unless something happens quickly here, it looks like we'll have a 0-0 score at the half. Good defense that time by North. There's a shot. No, Glock will knock that down easily. 18 seconds to go. Make it 10, and no hurry on South Eugene's part. 2 seconds, and that will be halftime. Oh, we've made it through a half. At the end of a half, there's no score on the John L. Scott scoreboard. John L. Scott with offices in Medford, Ashland, and Eugene. We'll be back with the Medford Parks and Recreation halftime report right after this on the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on TableRockSports.net.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
Any time is a good time to plan your funeral, except at the time of the funeral. At Conger Morris, we know that there are so many advantages to planning ahead. It eases the burden on our families at their worst time. Pre-planning also alleviates their stress, knowing the funeral costs are already taken care of. And it allows your service to be more meaningful, with all of your wishes being taken care of. Call us today for personalized assistance in creating your own plan. Conger Morris, we'll always be there.
Dear Dad, today was hard. You know how much I love you, and you know how much I love sports. I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports. I love to play, and I love my team. I want us both to enjoy the game, win or lose. But we can't if you always lose your temper. I hope you can cheer for me and the other players. It's about more than just the score. It's about us all enjoying the experience. I hope you can join me for my next game. I really want you to be there. Love, Katie.
It's game day or a family get-together. Sherm's has the quality products and prices that will make you cheer. Sherm's Thunderbird Market, Medford's original discount grocery store.
We love our sports here.
It's our responsibility to keep them great. And we need you to know your role.
You can be a player.
You can be a coach.
You can be a spectator.
Or an official.
But you only get to be one.
Know your role.
Parents, release your kid to the game.
It's my experience.
Don't yell at the refs. They have a hard job.
Know your role.
Players, respect your opponents.
Love to play, win or lose.
Know your role.
So what do when you get injured in a motorcycle accident and you need legal help? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Welcome back to the Lithia Superstore game of the day. And on TableRockSports.net, powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon. As you can see on the John L. Scott scoreboard, we have a 0-0 game, as they like to call it. Let's take a look, though, at what else is going on in boys soccer as far as the Southwest Conference is concerned. Sheldon played at South Medford, and I say played because that game should be over at this point. It started at 11 a.m. Just getting ready to get underway up in Eugene. Grants Pass and Willamette will be going at it. Since we have the time, let's look at what else might be going on that would be of interest to us here in Southern Oregon. McLaughlin is visiting Henley. That game will start in just a few minutes. A game that started at noon, Klamath Union taking on Lakeview Paisley. And in 3-2-1A action, doesn't look like anybody from around here is playing, so that's kind of the action that there is right now as far as the boys are concerned. In girls soccer, a lot of it is just the reversal of what we were talking about. Grants Pass is up at Willamette. That game is underway. South Medford, though, stepped out of non-league or league action, taking on a non-league game. They are at Central Catholic. That game, it's about halfway through right now. And Roseburg at Ashland, it's pretty much the same thing. That game is pretty much about halfway through. In 4A action, there's not really much going on. 5A and 4A action, it's just Klamath Union and Lakeview Paisley going at it. That's a non-leaguer there. Just kind of a traditional rivalry game for those two teams, but really not a whole lot else going on. A light soccer schedule. Guarantee you that it won't stay a light soccer schedule on Saturdays for very much longer, as everybody will be getting going at it here pretty soon. We're at halftime on John L. Scott scoreboard. There is no score on the Lithia Superstore game of the day. It's on TableRockSports.net.
What is a getaway? Is it leaving the familiar behind? Or discovering a place that feeds your hunger? Where passion sings, food is a culture, and every performance demands an encore. So let the journey be your destination. Then feast your eyes and nourish your soul in Southern Oregon. Your reservation starts when you travel Medford.
It's Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course Ram trucks. Choose from our great selection of new Jeep Gladiator 4x4s or test drive a new 22 Ram 1500 Crew Cab 4x4. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. During Jeep Adventure Days, you'll save big on every new vehicle in stock only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
I'm Pat Cox with Sherm's Food Stores. The employees of Sherm's are proud to be part of your community.
We have thousands of customers in our stores every day, and our checkers know a lot of them on a first name basis. They tend to enjoy what they do and they love it, so it reflects in how they treat the customer.
If you live anywhere in Southern Oregon, there's a Sherm's store near you. We hope to see you soon.
If you shop with us, you will save money.
Fuel up for your race day adventures with Pinnacle 365. Pit for your early morning caffeine fix to help you get off to a good start and be rewarded with free motivation. Stay hydrated as you ride into Turn 2. And if fountain drinks are your thing, get your 6th free. Add Crunch to your lunch as you head into Turn 3. Fuel up for the remainder of the race with your Peak Rewards app and save at least 16 cents a gallon. Your daily journey to the winner's circle starts at Pinnacle 365.
Where do you find information about paying for medical treatment after a car crash? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
I just got the best deal at US Cellular. Just $29 for one line.
For the first month only, right? That's how they get you.
For as long as I want. Why so skeptical?
I was told she'd weigh 30 pounds.
Get unlimited data for just $29 per line, even just one, only at US Cellular, where every plan is price protected.
Get one line for just $29 at Siskiyou Cellular, the Rogue Valley's exclusive US Cellular authorized agent. Visit souscellular.com for details.
So what do you do when you can't work because you were injured on the job? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Welcome back to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on TableRockSports.net, powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon. We're ready to begin the second half. And we'll try and see if we can get the old clock to work again. No score on the John L. Scott scoreboard. I'm going to get a piece of information here, so hang in there for a moment. Okay. Let's see here. There it is. I knew I'd seen his name somewhere. So he's in there, but he's just got the wrong. Yeah, he's so okay. We're just fixing our roster here. So number 16 is Landon Mercer. All right. We got it. We're all straightened out now on the good old roster. All right, here we go. South Eugene will begin the second half with the ball when we're ready to go. And they say start it, so we'll start it. It will take a break at about the 20-minute mark, so we'll make note of that, somewhere close to that. What they call a heat break. Davidson fires it ahead. And this defensive struggle today. Ooh, almost hands. Got away with it. Down the sideline. There goes Hildebrand. No. Glock will take that easily. Anderson with it. There's a run on the goal. Ortiz will smother it, making that run on the goal that time. Hang in there, we'll get the number as he turns a little bit. Ortiz is gonna, or Glock will grab that. Here comes South Eugene again. They just don't quit. Right now, Schwartz has it. Haas kicks that one out of bounds. North Medford will make another run at it. There's a foul. Looks like it's a foul on, indeed, number 7 for South Eugene, which is Tyler Wade. Not that anybody's counting fouls. On a running around here, they finally have somebody go and pick up the ball. Looks like Rumry. Here comes South Eugene ahead. Hanley with it for a moment and out of bounds. Getting ready to inbound it is Copeland. Oh, running over there and attempting to head that in for South Eugene was Burgess. Missed it. Turned out to be a goal kick for North Medford. He didn't miss it by much, though. There they come again. And this time, Ortiz takes it, but we also have an injured South South Eugene player. And I'll bring up the timeout. I have the player up. Looks like he's going to be all right. Checking himself over pretty good. That's Nicholas O'Hearn. It went down. But only for a moment. He's back up. Yeah. Don't even think he's going to come out of the game. Soccer's a little different animal than most of the other games. If you're injured in most other games, you have to come out for a little while. Soccer, you may never get back in. I'm going to send this back to Glock. And there's a foul. So, South Eugene will be able to set this up and see if they can't get a shot on goal out of this. Sorry about hitting my microphone. I'm waving my hand around an awful lot today. Walker, make sure that he's still going to do the kick. They don't change it out on me at the last moment. But it looks like Walker ready to do the kick. Into the middle. Ortiz will just suffocate it. After he falls on it, now he'll boot it out of there. North Medford, or make that South Eugene, have that ball. Copeland will kick it this time. Copeland waiting for everybody to get set. Sends it right off to the middle, headed out of there. North Medford has it coming their direction. Oh, right at midfield, South Eugene will take it back. Nope. North Medford takes it. Now we have a North Medford player down. So we'll let our clock run down here just a little bit. Actually, quite a bit, because we got a little behind somehow. But also is going to give us the opportunity to tell you maybe not a lot of information. But we would like to say thanks to our sponsors who make all of this work out for us. I'm going to try and do two things at the same time. They're ready to go. Yep, it's underway, so we're pretty close. South Eugene with it. I was going to say I'll still read it to you, I guess, as we watch South Eugene try to get this downfield, but they don't do it right away. It gets knocked out of bounds. We'd like to just say thanks to our sponsors for powering our live high school athletic streams. That includes the title sponsor, Lithia Superstore Jeep Dodge Chrysler. You can visit lithiasuperstore.com to find your next ride. Has being chased down and knocked out of bounds as to keep South from having a shot at this. I'd also like to say thank you to our presenting sponsor, Siskiyou Cellular of Southern Oregon. They have 7 locations to serve you. Out of bounds. Good catch by Coach Bellsberg. South Eugene, as North Medford has it deep in South Eugene territory, and that's out. And over the goal line, on the end line. Will bring up a goal kick, which Glock will take. Sends it off to Anderson. And the official sends it back. Now we'll do it. Anderson with a long boot. Chase down in the corner. South Eugene will keep it. Copeland going down there to throw it in. Throws it into the middle, headed away by North Medford and booted downfield. Nope. Ibarra chasing it down, but they'll just give it back out there to the other. It's almost like keep away right now. Now here comes South again, putting pressure on. Into the middle. Passing it off, but a little too long. And getting that going the other way is Geller. Copeland will be kicking it. Knocked out of there by North Medford and out of bounds. South Eugene will set it up again. Now Ortiz will grab that on one hop and prepare to send it down the other way. There's a foul. North is going to set this up. Hopefully get in the middle. There's the kick. Went off to the left. South Eugene gets it out of there. Here comes the axe the other way. Ortiz is on it, though. Anderson, or Davidson rather, with it. Now we have another foul. South Eugene will retain possession again. Copeland will take the free kick here. Headed away by North Medford. How can they keep it out of there? Oh, South Eugene has it back. Here they come again. Ooh, taken away by Geller that time. Has it again. Ibarra gets it ahead. There's a shot. Oh, man, just over the net by Thompson that time. Just a tad too high. Otherwise, he had it. There was no way Glock was going to be able to jump high enough to block that. It would have been in the left upper corner, but a little too high. Oh, let's start it over here now. They'll engage in the defensive struggle at midfield that they've had for most of the game. Between these two guys, there's going to be a foul. This will be North Medford ball. Hildebrand. Nope, Hildebrand won't take it. Rumry will. Down to the middle. Headed around. There's a little shot on goal, but not much there on that one by Donovan. Davidson going to get ahead. South Eugene working it back down there. Now here comes North. Through. Can they get to it? No, and out of bounds. Hildebrand to inbound it. Gets it to Geller. Geller into the middle. Nope, knocked away. Try it again. Nope. Maybe one more time. Hildebrand has it. Into the middle it goes. And Glock will get on it. and over the inline. And that will bring us to a timeout. We'll take one real quick like also as you listen to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on TableRockSports.net.
You find information about paying for medical treatment after a car crash? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
I just got the best deal at US Cellular. Just $29 for one line.
For the first month only, right? That's how they get you.
For as long as I want. Why so skeptical?
I was told she'd weigh 30 pounds.
Get unlimited data for just $29 per line, even just one, only at US Cellular, where every plan is price protected.
Get one line for just $29 at Siskiyou Cellular, the Rogue Valley's exclusive US Cellular authorized agent. Visit souscellular.com for details.
So what do you do when you can't work because you were injured on the job? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Welcome back to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on TableRockSports.net, powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon. No score on the John L. Scott scoreboard. You can find John L. Scott with offices in Medford, Ashland, and Eugene. So now we get down to about the final 20 minutes, and we can tell you this, that things get a little more intense at this point, if they could have gotten any more intense. Hey, make sure a visit to Tap Rock Northwest Bar and Grill on the banks of the Rogue River is included on your next trip to Grants Pass. First-class food and a new menu awaits you. The gym of the Thomason Hospitality Group, Tap Rock. Love to go sit there on their patio and overlook the river while I'm eating some of their wonderful food. Haven't been able to get up there and do that, though, this year. Just hasn't worked out for me. But trust me, it's a good idea. So we had a long water break here. A lot longer than one thought they were going to take. So we'll take just a quick timeout here as you listen to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on TableRockSports.net.
Life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it. It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
We're back here at North Medford High School and the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on TableRockSports.net, powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon. Must be getting really warm down on the field. Everybody's taking a really, really long drink of water. Finally, the lead official whistles that it's maybe time to get it going again. Next up for North Medford, their next game will be Tuesday. I'm saying that slowly because I had to think about it in my head. Tuesday, when Roseburg will come to town. So we'll be here for that game right here on TableRockSports.net. Actually, we'll be doing a doubleheader for you. Or, well, don't know if it's a doubleheader for everybody. It's a doubleheader for me. I'll be doing the boys' soccer game against Roseburg, and then we'll take on the volleyball game that night. So, a little bit of business to take care of here on Tuesday. We're back at it for the final 20 minutes. Neither team has found much success offensively today. They've had a few shots on goal, but nobody's had like a really good shot at it. Even the ones they've had have been highly contested or were weak enough that they weren't much of a risk in the first place. Down in the corner it goes, and trying to save it for North Medford is Moctezuma. But yeah, saying it wasn't able to do it. South Eugene inbounding. There's a shot, and it's a goal. Whoa. We'll get to see who they're all jumping around, and he runs out of there on his own. I can see him. He's jumping around so hard. Scoring that goal for South Eugene is Cowles. Calvin Cowles. It's a 1-0 game now. North trying, nope. Here comes South Eugene the other way. North now looking for the tying points. I'm going to stop my clock and fix it as fast as I possibly can. And we'll be a couple of seconds behind, but that'll be about it. South Eugene to inbound it. That's back to Ortiz. We'll send it right back out the other way. There's a long shot ahead, but Glock is right there to take that. Pick it up. And he'll roll it out to Davidson. Plenty of time here. As North is going to be looking to tie this up somehow. And we've got a stoppage again. Davidson has it, and he'll try one more time. get this thing across midfield, and does, but that's going to be too long. And out of bounds, South Medford. And out of bounds, Hildebrand to inbound. Right back to South Eugene. Forced him back out. North needs to get him out of there even further. And there's a foul. It'll go for North Medford. The Black Tornado will kick it away. Way down there, but South Eugene will actually control it. Can they make it? South Eugene gonna fire again. That one's over. I think that firing that one for South Eugene was Walker. That one's wide. So, I'm not sure how my scoreboard got South Eugene with 3 on the board, but that's not true. It's only a 1-0 game. Oh, North will get it back. And right back to South Eugene. Thinking the heat's probably getting to the players. They're beginning to spend more time walking back than they are running back. There's a kick into the middle. Trying to get it under control and get a shot away. Can't do it. There's a shot. That was taken that time by McKeno, but Ortiz handled that one pretty easily. Davison sends it back to Glock, who sends it back downfield. North Medford with the kick. There's a block by South Eugene. That's a South Eugene foul. Back to North Medford it goes. Or make it back to South Eugene it goes. Anderson way deep. But Ortiz grabs it. Have to stand up occasionally to see what's going on. Have umbrellas in front of us. There's a shot. No. Still scramble for the ball. Can he get it around? Nope, goes out of bounds. Donovan trying to control that and get it back lined up for a shot. Couldn't quite do it. It went over the end line. Glock will take this and give it a kick. If you were to look at the stands, you'd say there's not too many people here, but they're all to our right and our left, sitting under the shade of trees. And a long kick by Glock. Controlled finally by South Eugene. North Medford's going to take it back. Nope, South Eugene took it. So they'll inbound, will the Axe. Yeah. That'll be out of bounds. Let's see what North Medford can do. They got a little over 8 minutes to do it. It's getting tight now. Glock will kick it out of there. Well, he's got a long kick. I don't know how he'd do as a field goal kicker in football, but has a long kick in soccer. Davidson will grab it. Get it to one of his own. Take it again. To the middle it goes. But this time North takes it. And back to South. North Medford will have the kick. Rummery. Ooh. Taken away. And Rummery's just going to punch it out of bounds. What you're hearing is the fans below us. They're being good fans, though. When the official calls something against their team, they boo, and when they call something they think favors their team, they tell him to do a good job. Man, good fans. That's all there is to that. South trying to get that thing out of there. Yeah, I don't know how many times you've heard from one side or the other. Why don't you just let them play on? And then when they get the same call for their team, it's a good call. Typical fans. It's all right. It's the way it's supposed to be. They don't mean any harm. What do we have here? Oh, that was close. But it went real wide left. Approaching 5.5 to go in the game. That's out of bounds. And we have a timeout.
I thought even if it's not powered, you still
Hold on here, I'm putting this on. And so we're back. It's a final here. And I'm not sure what was going on with our system at the time, but probably it lost you back there a while back. But you didn't miss any of the action, really, because it was just a 1-0 win for South Eugene. Trying to get that information up. There it is. 1-0 win for South Eugene. So so now North Medford falls to 1-3 overall and 0-2 in conference play. And South Eugene moves along to 2-1 and 1-0 in conference play. But we'll be back to talk about that in just a moment on the Southern Oregon Sports Commission Know Your Role post-game show right here on TableRockSports.net.
On national TV all the time. They tell us that funerals can average between $7,000 and $10,000. At Conger Morris, a full-service funeral, including a wooden casket, is only $4,900. We can keep our prices lower because we're local. In fact, we're the only locally owned, family-run, full-service funeral and cremation provider in the Valley. Call us today to schedule an appointment for personalized assistance with our caring staff. Conger Morris will always be.
Accident and want to know your rights? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
It's Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course Ram trucks. Choose from our great selection of new Jeep Gladiator 4x4s or test drive a new 22 Ram 1500 Crew Cab 4x4.